In this video, we'll focus on adding and subtracting integers, and it will be the second part. What if we have double signs? I'll show you what that means. So far, we focused on single signs, and in other words, every number had one sign in front of it. And we said, if the numbers have the same sign, we add the numbers, and the sign of the answer is always the sign of the bigger number in adding and subtracting. But what if we have double signs? So here are some examples of how problems can look like. 4 minus 3. Remember, every number has to have only one sign in front. So if I look at 4, just covering the rest of the problem, my 4 is positive. So 4 is a positive number. But then I look at 3, if I cover 4, and it has two signs in front. So it's minus 3. This is what I mean by double sign. So this minus 3 is what I call double sign. So the goal is to change it to single, because if I was to look at this problem and pick cards representing it, my 4 is positive, but then I only need one card. I need a card for 3. So I can't have a double colored card. It's either red or black. So here's when we think, what is minus minus? In the previous lesson, we said that minus minus implies multiplication right here. Minus minus, it's like negative times negative, which is positive. Minus minus, some of you may think of as makes a plus, or some teachers say change. I say double sign, we change to single. Negative times negative minus minus is positive. Minus minus makes a plus. Two negatives, two of the same kind, is a multiplication here of negative times negative, which is positive. So if I was to look at this, minus 3, that's actually a card representing positive 3. So to rewrite this problem, one more time, 4 is positive number. And minus minus, it's negative times negative, which is positive, plus 3. That's how this example looks like as a visual representation. And when I rewrite it, I write it as 4 plus 3, which is 7. And we can see 4 plus 3, which is 7. So double negative is a positive. Negative times negative, minus minus side by side, implies a multiplication of two negatives, which is positive. So every number has a sign in front of it. So if I look at 8 and it doesn't have a sign, that means positive. Then if you cover the 8, what you see is minus 6. Minus 6 is called double sign, and I always want to rewrite the problem using single signs. This is going to be very helpful for your future lessons too when it comes to combining like terms and solving equations. So positive 8 combined with positive 6. Same sign. If you rewrite it, it looks a lot better than all this. So you rewrite it. You'll hear me say, clean up the problem, simplify it a little bit. And then we can see that that's just a simple addition of two numbers, 14. Negative 3 plus negative 1. So 3 has a negative in front. That's a number with one sign. 1 has two signs in front, plus negative. Plus negative. Plus negative is negative. That's like multiplying positive times negative. Different sign, negative. Different sign, negative. So in front of 1, that will be minus 1. So we simplify the problem. Negative 3 with negative 1 is negative 4. Negative 3 with negative 1, negative 4. So instead of using double signs, we simplify the problem. Plus minus is different, that means minus. Minus minus is the same, that's plus. Minus minus is the same, that's plus. Plus minus is different, that means minus. When the problem is simplified, negative 3 with negative 1, negative 3 with negative 1, same sign, add the numbers, keep the sign. Same sign, add the numbers, keep the sign. Negative 3 with negative 1 equals negative 4. 8 is negative, so negative 8. Every number has one sign in front of it. When I cover negative 8, I see in front of 1 negative and positive. Double sign, we always change to single. To rewrite the problem, we change negative and positive to just a single sign minus. Why? Because this is a multiplication of negative times positive, which is negative. Different means negative. Negative 1. Then look at your new problem. Negative 8 minus 1. Negative 8 minus 1, you have negative 8. Black 8. Negative 1. Black 1. 8 spades with 1 spade. Together will be 9 spades. Negative 9. Connecting to sign, color, the meaning of the actual card or the number. So let's look at this one. 2 in front has no sign. That means it's positive. 2 is positive. Rewrite positive 2. Covering the 2, we have minus minus 10. Minus minus 10 is not good. That's a double sign involved. We change it to single and rewrite, not just change it here, we rewrite the whole problem. Minus minus makes a plus. Negative times negative is positive. Two negatives make a positive. Remember it in the way that you connect with. Plus 10. 2 plus 10, same sign, add the numbers, equals 12. So when it comes to double sign, always make sure that we rewrite the problem to single. That is going to be very, very helpful for the next lessons. The less signs you have, the cleaner the problem and more organized it looks, and it's better for next steps that will be involved. So let's see examples for different signs. We said that for different signs we subtract and then keep the sign of the bigger number for the answer. 7 is bigger, with a minus creates a negative answer. 9 is bigger, being positive creates a positive answer. 10 is bigger, being positive creates a positive answer. 3 is bigger with a negative creates a negative answer. And make sure that in the problem we only have one sign per number. Every number has one sign. What if examples have double signs? Let's see how to change that to single. So our examples, we have minus minus 6, minus minus 9, plus negative 8, minus positive 8, minus minus 4, minus minus 12, and minus minus 3. We cannot have two signs in front of the number in order to simplify the problem. Again, simplify the problem. One card, one number. Or let's say one number with one sign in front, connecting again the number to the value of the card. So I have negative 1 and then minus minus 6. So it's like, is it a red card or a black card? Because I can't have a double image. So I have to create one. Minus minus, if they're the same sign, makes a plus. and rewrite plus 6. Minus minus makes a plus. Two of the same kind makes a plus. Two of the different kinds is a minus. So negative 1 plus 6. Negative 1 plus 6. Negative 1 plus 6. Different signs, subtract the numbers. Why? Because two of the different kind cancel each other. So I'll take this ones and take 1 off of the 6. And the answer is 5 positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a negative and a positive 1 cancel each other. That's where the subtraction comes from. If I take off 1, all I have left is 6. 6 positive. So negative 1 plus 6 is positive 5, or just 5. Rule says different signs, subtract, keep the sign of the bigger number. 6 is bigger, positive. So this one negative will take 1 positive out of the 6, and you will have 5 positive left. Negative 4 is my first number, and then plus 9. Okay, where did the plus 9 come from? So if I cover negative 4 and I see minus minus 9, minus and minus together makes a plus. It's like negative negative. Negative times negative is positive. Two of the same kind is a plus. Rewrite negative 4 plus 9. Now I have two clear cards. A negative 4, let's see here, and a positive 9. Do I have it? I have it. Positive 9. So negative 4 and positive 9. The 4 negatives will be taken out of the 9. So that's called subtraction. And then what you have left is 5 positive. 9 is bigger with a plus in front. So that wins. And then if you subtract 9 minus 4 is 5. Let's see next one. 5 doesn't have a sign in front. Well, that's a positive 5. If there is no sign in front of the answer, in front of the number, it's always positive. Covering up the 5, I see 8 with a plus minus in front. Those are different. That means minus. When I rewrite in single signs, I have positive 5 minus 8. 5 positives will take out of 8, and that will be 3. So subtract, and sign of the answer is negative because it's in front of the bigger number. So negative 8 and positive 5. Let's see if I have those cards. 8 and 5. All right, so 5, positive, 8, negative. Positive 5, negative 8. If I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out and cancel, I have 3 left, which is my answer. Spades, negative. 2 doesn't have a sign in front, so that means positive. Positive 2. In front of 8, I see minus plus. Minus plus is double sign. No double sign allowed. We change it to single. Negative times positive, different. Different is minus. Minus 8. Every number should have one sign in front. Again, that will simplify our future lessons. Every number, one sign in front. If there are multiple signs, we'll change to single. So, positive 2, minus 8. Different sign, subtract, because reds cancel black or black cancel red. So we're taking this 2 off, and what we have left is 6 spades, 6 negative. Rule says if two numbers have different signs, we subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. So negative, because 8 has a minus in front, and then 6. And if we look back, we only have to have one sign in front of the number, because if I look at the original problem, 8 had a plus in front, which is not quite true because it had not just plus, but plus and minus. So therefore, we always need to make sure that we rewrite the problem and look at the simplified equation when you have only one sign in front of each number. Connecting it with the cards, in other words, connecting it with a value. Positive and negative. Negatives are more. If I take 2 positives and cancel with 2 negatives from the 8, you will still have 6 negatives left. Let's look at the next one. 7 is negative, so negative 7. If I cover 7, I see minus minus 4. So if I was thinking about that color, I don't know, it's just kind of glitching in my mind now. I don't know what color is that until I think what is minus minus. 2 of the same kind create a positive number. Plus 4. Negative 7 plus 4, negative 3. Why negative 3? Because 7 is bigger and it has a negative in front, negative. And then if I cancel out 4 from 7, which means subtract, that's a 3. So negative 3. Negative 12. Cover negative 12. What do I see? Minus minus 12. What does that mean? Plus 12. Rewrite the problem in single signs. Negative 12 plus 12. Negative 12 plus 12, they're like 2 opposite color cards and they cancel each other. 12 minus 12 is 0. Different sign, subtract. Different sign, subtract, that's a 0. 0 doesn't have a sign. 0 is neither positive or negative. So you only have negative 12 and positive 12. They cancel out to a 0. Minus minus 3. That's like negative times negative 3, which is actually a positive 3. So when I rewrite the problem, this is positive 3 and a negative 10. So I see I didn't say 3 minus 10. I said it's a positive 3 and a negative 10. Minus and negative is the same thing. So positive 3 and a negative 10. As a problem, it looks like 3 minus 10. As cards go, it's a positive 3, which is like 3 hearts and 10 spades. There are more spades, so it's negative 7. Subtract the numbers. 10 minus 3, or if I cancel 3 positives out of the 10, I still have 7 negatives left. Making connections with operations and color to understand better operations with integers.